I'm Subu, bringing crafting to you, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for dropping by, really appreciate it. Today I'm going to be showing you the Sentimental Rose card kit. I couldn't wait to play with this. It's only arrived in the last couple of days, but I just think this is a stunning kit, and I really loved the rose on it with these lovely leaves. And I think it's a great kit because if you're starting off, it's got everything you need really. You've got happy birthday, thinking of you, best wishes for you, congratulations, thank you, happy Mother's Day. So I think it's got some excellent sentiments. And really, if you put this together with the Guy one, you'd have so much covered that you barely got anything left to cover really, because you could just use the mother out of this when you're doing a card for your mum. So it's absolutely great. So you get everything in the kit that you need, and of course once you've used everything, then you can go on and still use the ink pad and the stamps and just buy some more card bases. Maybe invest in some different coloured inks to have different effects. It's just stunning. Right, so what you get in the kit is you get your labels to put your sentiment on. I've showed you get the stamps. You get some of the enamel dots to actually put on your cards. You also get some glue dots. Now I love these glue dots, and today I am not going to use them because what I do is they're great for putting bows on, ribbons on, things like that. So I have a little box that I made, and every time I get a kit I save them, and as you can see I use them. I've used several, but I do like those, and they're handy when you're going away to take them to craft with as well. So I like to save those. So I'm going to substitute glue in today, but that's the only reason. Um, and you get the Stampin' Up dimensionals, and again this is great to be able to take away with me on holiday. So I've already got 2 packets started. They're identical, the large ones, and so I'm just going to use these instead of these because I can take these away with me when I go on holiday, and I do craft on holiday. And I've got some minis as well. Um, but there's everything in the kit that you need to do. The only thing that I would say I prefer is I prefer to use a bone folder. I prefer to have a pokey tool, and one thing that you will need is scissors, just for cutting your twine, but that's it. So the only real thing that you need is the scissors, I think. I think that's all they say, because everything else in the kit. So you get a lovely acetate box, sorry. You get a lovely acetate box to put them in. They are only the note size. They are not a full card size, so it's only notelet size. You'll notice it looks dull, which is great for the camera because it's not too shiny, because it's actually covered, and you peel the backing off and that will release the covering that's on here, just to keep it scratch free, etc. This would be great to make as a gift for someone. So you could either buy the kit as a gift for someone, or you could make it up and put the cards into the I don't know whether it fits them all in, I'm not sure, can't remember, but you could then give it as a gift. So it's lovely. So you get everything even to decorate this. So we get the 3 corrugated that we need for 3 of the cards. You get the look how beautiful that is, and that is the same flower that you've got. That's just showing you in a different colour. And some leaves to decorate the box, and it shows you everything. You don't have to use your imagination. You don't have to do it this way, but you get everything that you need to make each of the cards. They're so stunning. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. Then you get some beautiful envelopes. Look at the linings in those, absolutely gorgeous. So 3, are they all the same colour? No, there's 3 that colour. Then you've got 3 plain, well, it's not plain, it's spotted, and then you get 3 with words in. So 9 cards altogether it makes. So you get your card bases, 3 of each one. There's your band that we need for the box, and 3 of these. You also get some that go with your sentiment, so there's loads in there, and then 3 of the other card bases. So we will start off. The instructions are wonderful and they're in colour, so they're really pretty. It tells you what to do, so we're just going to follow the instructions. And it says we're going to mount up the flower on the block. So I'm going to get my flower and just peel that off, and getting it ready. Now once you start building up with kits, you'll get more blocks, and so you can do your prep and put them on more blocks, but I'm only going to use what's in the kit, showing you that. I rub them on the back of my hand to fetch the film off that as they're made, so that helps them to stamp better, but I would always advise stamping them off. Now you get a little mini grey granite, and again I want to save that for when I go on holiday, because it's great to take the minis with you. So I do happen to have got a another ink pad that's a grey. Now mine is actually smoky slate, but I think it will work as well as the grey granite colour. Well, I'm hoping it does. They are different. I think actually that is probably a bit paler, so I might stamp off. I'll have a look at the smoky slate, so I'm substituting that in. Okay, so first of all we need a worded card base, so I'm going to get the worded card base. Now because these are obviously mass produced, let me just push everything out of my way and I'll grab it. They have got these little marks on them. Now normally when you buy cards from Stampin' Up, note cards, they will not have these little fluffy bits where they've come out of a big card because they've been mass produced. So I just go along the edge, and if I see any, I'm cutting those off. I do. I think it's gorgeous, Hannah. It is. I've been anchoring over this one for a long time, so I've now got it. So I'm just going to fold that, and you can just use your nails. I'm going to burnish it down with my bone folder to make it flatter for me. So I've got that. I'm going to put that to one side. Then we need I think it's this, which taller one is it? Yeah, it's this taller one, which's got lovely splurges on, and it fits on your card like that. So we've got to stamp this, so I'm going to have a look at my smoky slate now, see if it is all right, whether I've got to go back to the other one. So I'm just going to see. Have a look. It's nice. Oops, I just doubled that. I'm just checking that when I stamp off that I'm getting. Yes, there we go. The more you stamp with these, the better it will become, because the as I say, I've fetch the film off, but it's better, the more you stamp with them, you'll find the better they get. It's a distinctive image, so there's lots to the image, so I'm going to do that, and then it is coming a little bit off the edge, so I'm going to have a look. Don't think it'll matter which way I do it, so I'm going to come on there a little bit up. I think that looks about right. It won't matter if you don't get it 100% perfect. There we go. So isn't that beautiful? I love how the rose is picking up the yellows and it's picking up the pinky colour in it. Okay, so you can just rinse these under the tap. I have a chamois that I've put somewhere to clean them with, but you could just rinse them under the tap. I'm not going to do anything with it at the moment. In fact, I'm going to be naughty and fetch another block out because we'll be using it later on. I'm going to get my block from my Under the Weather card kit. So I'm going to get that one and mount the leaves up on that one. So the more kits you get, the more blocks you will get. And I'm just finding it easier to do that today, as I don't want to go off camera and start rinsing my stamp or cleaning my stamp. So just rubbing on the back of my hand again. I'm probably going to stamp this a couple of times just to make sure that it's stamping well. As I say, the more you stamp it, oh, that's beautiful. And see again when I do it, yeah, that's gorgeous. So because I'm not using the grey granite and I'm using smoky slate, I am actually stamping off. I'm going to have to maybe change mine a bit. I'm going to stamp mine going this way. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to pick up the green, and I've not twisted. What they've done is they've done it where the flower goes in like that, so I'm going to make my leaves go in there. So remember, I'm only stamping off because I am using a different colour, and I'm going to put it in there like that. So mine is slightly different because I didn't get the petals quite the way I needed that to have been tilted more that way, but that's not a problem at all. It will still work great with how we've got things. Right, I'm going to move that out of the way, and we've got our card base now done, and we've got that done, and now we need to do the thank you. So just going to wipe my block on there, and I'm just going to peel that off and stick it over there for the moment. And we need a thank you, so it's showing us we need to have a green bordered one, and again I'm just going to go round if there's any little tufts sticking out. Okay, that's it. So pop that down, and I want the word thank you. So there we go, thank you. They're lovely fonts as well, and that's really nice. So just going to rub on the back of my hand to get rid of that, and then just go back in. I'm just going to test out. Didn't get the T quite well, so that's better. So again, because I'm not using the colour, well, actually I don't think it matters for this. I can use the full strength, so I am going to use the full strength. So I'm just making sure I'm getting that in the middle, and then just down and hold on, and there we go. That's got the thank you. Okay, so I'll move that out of the way. Right, now what it's showing me is that I need the thank you mounting up on dimensionals. Okay, so anywhere it's showing you, when it shows you the hexagons here, that means dimensionals. When it shows these three, that means glue dots. And then the thank you will be put on there in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of the dimensionals on the back, just as it's showing me. There and there. And I need, from the corrugated one, I need a half a banner. No, with such, I should say banner with a fishtail on it. So let's just do that. And so we've got everything more or less, apart from now our cord, whatever you'd like to call it. Now it will tell you exactly, it's telling me I need 12 inches, and how they've done that is they have wrapped it round, measured the 12 inches, wrapped it round, and then tied the bow. Now this is again precious to me, so I'm going to scrimp on it a little bit more. But what I'm going to do, rather than actually putting it round the whole thing, I am going to, yes, they're showing me 4 glue dots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a glue dot. So I am using the glue dot out of the kit. So I'm going to use a couple of the glue dots now. Where's some that I've started? Because I've told you this is my favourite thing for sticking the, let's just make sure I've got the right side, that side. That side. So I'm gonna stick I think I'll stick 3 on actually. I'm gonna go for it. So I'm gonna stick 3 here on the glue dots, because what I want to do is I want to actually stick my cord, and I told you this is the reason I wanted to save them, but we are using the twine. I call it all different, string, twine, whatever you'd like to call it. Because I'm using that, this is why I love the glue dots. I think they're brilliant for sticking this. And I'm going to just stick those right on the edge, so that will hold it in place for me. Okay, and then I'm going to tie my bow. Now the reason I'm doing it like this, you could just follow it and do exactly the same as the card. Now where does the bow tie? It ties at the top. I've got it going to the bottom, so let me move my bow up. So I want it up here. So as I say, the reason I am doing it, and I've probably used more than 12 inches now. I should have just cut the 12 inches like they told me to, because I think I've now probably used a lot more than 12 inches, but I will save that. I don't throw any of it away, because I always find that I can use little bits of it to make little bows. Let me do it again. It's always hard tying bows on cameras, because you're never quite fully on top of it as you want to be. So it's come through. It's lovely and warm today, and I have to do it again. I'll tell you another trick. This helps as well. If where you want to tie your bow, just stick one of your glue dots down. Oops, there we go. Let's get it back in the right place. Take off the backing, go to where the glue dot is, and then just press down, and that's going to hold now, so that I've got easier way to tie my bow. So that's just a tip and trick for tying your bow. Come on. That's it, and that will hold it more in place. So there we go. I can adjust my bow now. That's it. Twist it round. Okay, and I'm just gonna do a length of that. Don't know where I want it yet. I'll just leave that as a length. Okay, so I have done that. As I say, I have done this because if I do it on the card, it's going to show when I open the card, and I don't like my ribbons or anything showing on there, so I'm going to do that. In this case, I am going to now use my glue dots like they've said to put the card together, because I've got my string underneath. It's going to raise it up a little bit, so my glue dots, and I'm going to use more because I've put the string on. Okay, so I'm going to use, and I've got plenty to go at as well, so I'm going to give it a few more. And you will have extra, so you will be able to copy what I'm doing, because there will be extra in the kit. They never give you the exact number of glue dots, you always get more. And the more kits you get, the more you start to, as you can see from my hoard there, that you can get more and more glue dots, and I just love them. They're just the perfect size for sticking loads of ribbons on. I just love them. Okay, so I'm going to turn that over, and it shows me that I'm going to stick this right on the edge. So I'm going to hold it up a little bit and position it so that I've got top, bottom. There we go, I think. So I'm going to press that down now. There we go, and let's get on with the thank you. So the corrugated goes right, and I think mine's going to go underneath my ribbon, my twine like that. So in fact I am going to stick this with glue dots as well. So I will do exactly what they say. So they're saying 3 glue dots down the middle. That's great. So I'm going to do that. So peel the back off, and there we go. So, and then that's going to go underneath now. So I'll put it underneath and probably about there-ish. Oh, they've done theirs a bit higher, but it doesn't matter where you put it. You can decide for yourself. You can put it identical to where they've put it. I don't know whether I've quite got that straight. Can I just peel it off and straighten it up a bit? There we go. And then we want the thank you. There we go. And that's going to sit on top, about in the middle. So that's going to be going about there, I think. There we go. And then it's showing you that I need 3 of the enamel dots. So it's showing me the big one I need up at the top here, so somewhere like that. And then I want a smaller one, and that's going to go up there. And then one more smaller one, going to put about there. Okay, so now we'll just make sure we've finished adjusting the bow. Let's see how big. I'm going to take it a little bit smaller. It's twisting on me, so I want it and there. So I can fiddle with the bow later. I should have run it through my hand So my mistake, they've not done them too long, so just going to cut those off about there. So this is now can be a bow. I will even save that bit because I don't know what I might use that for. Oh, sorry, camera waddle. So that's card number 1 done. Okay, so I'll place that on one side. I'm not sure whether it's showing you what colour envelope to put it with, but I'll put that on one side for the moment. Right, so card number 2, you've got the beautiful roses. So we need one of those. We also need one of these. So we'll get one of those out. And what else do we need? And the corrugated big bit. We want that. So we want those 3, and we want this part of the card. So I'm just going to go round. Just this one doesn't seem to be too bad. Cut those off. That's it. So move those over and just crease my bone fold, just so you can just do this with your nail. I just prefer that. And we want the happy birthday this time, so we're going to get the happy birthday that's going to go on here. There it is. And there. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of that off my thing. Don't get my things in the way. Right, so bring back in my block. I just seem to have got some on the outside before I get it all over my fingers. So we're looking for the happy birthday. Is that happy Mother's Day, happy birthday, that's it. So oops, now it's on the floor. So happy birthday. I'm going to go back on there and just make sure it's doing it all right. I'm happy. Going to come back in and I think that's about right. Just hold it on for a second or two. There we go. That's lovely. So move those out of the way. Just, do I need, oh yes, I need some leaves now. So I'm going to bring back in my leaves now. I did have them. What have I done with them? I did put them on my block and I've obviously knocked them off. Oh dear. This is because I didn't clean them and put them back. So I've only got my flowers on there. What can I have possibly done with them? So they're the flowers and the leaves there. I'm just going to shut my ink pad up before anything goes in there. And just need to, I'll put things up out of my way, see if I can feel where I've put them. Have this stuck to this? No. Can't believe that I've lost my leaves. How can I have possibly done that? Not stuck on there, not stuck on there, not stuck on there. Oh, I definitely am not seeing them there and there. So let me have a look whether they have fallen on the floor. Pick them up. Oh, I can't believe that. How can I have done that? Right. I'll have to methodically. Oh, they stuck to the back. Look, they stuck to the back of there. Phew, found them. That's good. It's not good though when it's in the middle of a video and it means that my video is getting longer, and I didn't want that. Right, okay, so I've got my leaves now. Whoops, don't lose my other things. There we go. And I'm going to go back to opening up my ink pad now. Now, I stamp them off and then put them, so I need to turn this round, so they are showing that they're coming off this down here. So I'll put one there and then the other one, so stamp off, and they're beautiful distinctive stamps. I'm going to tuck mine, let's see, it does go on the rose a bit. I'll stick it there. Look how lovely the leaves are. They're absolutely gorgeous. That's with it being a distinctive stamp. Absolutely wonderful. As I say, couldn't wait to get my hands on this kit. I think it's gorgeous. Right, so now we are needing our card. We have got our twine going round the card to tie a bow. So they're saying we need 12 inches again. I'm going to do exactly what I did. So I'm going to see whereabouts it's in the lower half. So I'm going to do exactly what I showed you I did. To hold it in place, I'm just going to put one glue dot, and that just helps hold it in place. So just catch that, there we go, and then just bring this in to tie now. Hopefully I've done that in the right place. Have I got that the right way round? Yeah, I've put my glue dot in the wrong place. I needed it at the bottom, no problem. I'll just put another, that will hold my card and go in place. So tear it off that, put it on that. So I'm going to do mine. I think I've put that too low. I'll get it right in a minute, don't worry. Just going to get there, about there, I think, that's it. Okay, so they'll peel off all right, so you'll be all right. And then we'll just do this. It's about up there. So we'll see if I can tie it this way, and the bow goes to the rose this side. It's far easier when you cut yourself a piece like the 12 inches when I'm trying to keep it on the spool, then it's excuse me, my voice is now gonna go. So we get in that in the position. We want it above the leaves, and then the happy birthday, I'm going to stick the dimensionals at either side. Oh, excuse me, so the dimensionals go at either side. I'll take that off, and that goes on where the bow is over here. So just tucking that in, and you feel you've got it straight. I'm just going to make sure I've got that straight, and that will hold the bow there as well. Then we need our corrugated bit, and I'm just going to cut off a few loose pips. And that can go on there. Oops. And going to pop some more on the back. So I did bring my glue, and now I'm ended up using the glue dots that's on that you get with the kit. So I'm just going to stick 4 in each corner. That's what they're showing you. And then peel off the back of these. Ready. But I think what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to do it, is I'm going to get my corrugated and my card base. So I'm going to get my card base, and I'm going to position this, they're showing you, so that it's just a little bit of a narrower border at the top and a little bit thicker at the bottom. And I'm just going to use my glue for this to do it quick. Save my glue dots. I'll just do that. So we're going to pop it like that. So just make sure you've got it straight. That's fine. I'm just going to push mine down because I've glued it. And then I'm going to use, oh, I've already put my glue dots on here. So we want an even border at the top and the bottom. So just eyeball that for an even border and make sure you get it straight, and then we'll press down. And your happy birthday. And we just need to use 3 of the enamel dots. So one about there, press down, a little one that's coming off it there, and just one more down here. There we go. So that's card number 2. We can bring, where's the stringy bits? Let's see, they've cut them quite short, a lot shorter, so I'm going to pull that, just tighten my bow a little bit, put that smaller, and then I'm going to cut these off there. As I say, I won't throw away those bits, I will save those bits, and that's card number 2 done. Okay, so card number 3, we need the lovely watercolour there, and we need to stamp on this. So I'm going to just remove, oops, don't get ink on my cord. So I'll just remove those a minute from my block, as I need to stamp my big flower now. So we're going to not have colour on this bit, it's stamping on the non-colour bit. So I'm going to ink up and I'm going to stamp off, happy with that, and then we're going to bring this in sort of there, I think. Okay, so I think it's about there. Doesn't matter if you don't get it absolutely, it's your card, it will be absolutely fine. It can be individual. Okay, and then the leaves, so we're going to stamp the leaves. So I'm going to stamp off, because I'm using a darker colour, remember, and I'm going to stamp that leaves going off there like that. And then remember, I'm only stamping off because I've got a darker colour, and I'm going to pop this going there. Okay, so move that out of the way. So that is stamped. Now what do we want? We want best wishes. So I'm going to remove the leaves from here. I'm going to get my best wishes. So we haven't used that one so far, so bring it in the best wishes. And this would be great to put inside the card. Don't forget, or have I used best wishes? No, it's there. They're in the corner. So we need that one. And I'm just going to rub that on the back of my hand. I'm also going to just blot on my block because I picked up some of the ink. That's the thing with using the spots, you don't pick up that. Be fine. Okay, so we need a narrow one. We haven't picked up our card base, so we want the yellow card base, so let's get that one. And that seems all right, so let's just fold that in half, and I'm going to burnish that with my bone folder. As I say, you can just use your fingernails. So we've got that card ready, and this time it goes like this. We want a rectangle one of these. Now I don't know, I haven't worked out, but you usually find you'll get more of these usually, so there is some things that will be left, and then you'll be able to make other things with those. Just need to get some card for card base. Okay, so pop that out of the way a minute. Pop that out of the way. Just go over here, make sure we've got in any of those fluffy bits off those pips. Okay, done my best wishes. I've rubbed it on the back of my hand. I'm going to stamp off. Yes, beautiful. And then put this in the middle. Okay, beautiful. So I can move that and close up the ink pad before I get my fingers in it. Okay, so the instructions now we want back again. So we want that we've done. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this bit. So we'll just need 2 dimensionals on here. So just pop those there. And I've already started to pick some ink up, so be careful that I don't get it on my. And I'm going to put the, we've got glue dots on the back of the corrugated. I'm going to use my glue, I think, for that. So we need any twine this time. No, I don't think we need any twine, so this is a nice simple one. So we're going to just put this right in the corner. It's going to go right to the corner, so this is a dead easy one. As I say, you'd put the glue dots on. I want to save mine, so I'm just going to put some glue on there, and it's going right up into the corner. So I'm making sure that that is absolutely in the corner. And you just press down your glue dots. Then your best wishes, I'm going to use the glue on the back of this now. And that's going about up there and roughly around there. So I'm just bearing in mind where they've put it, so just smooth that down. And then by best wishes, that's going to go on top. So we're going to put this going equally on there like that. So there, that's. And now, do we put any? Yes, we put the enamel dots on there now. So we go back to, don't know whether these are just jade or not, I'm not sure. So we're going to put one about there and one about there, and one about there. There we go. So that's third card done. Now to make up the box. So where's my box piece? So I'm just going to squash the box into shape. So just putting my hands inside, and I'm just getting hold of the crease and just pushing that down. And then the other crease, I'm coming around and going to force that into submission as well. I am not going to take the cover off, so say the cover is there, but I'm not going to take it off because I want to keep my box in prestige condition, so I'm not going to take that off currently. And bend that over, and then we need to bend this over as well. Push that in. Bring that back out. Oops, sorry for the camera wobble. Them two can go in there, and then that can line up and go in there. I caught it on there. That's it. So that is that done. And I can't remember how many cards they say will fit in it. These are the 3 cards, of course, so they can go in the box. And then we'll put one of each of the envelopes. So that's 1, 2. Oh, it's easy what the envelopes go with. I see. There. The writing one will go with the writing one. The round one will go with the round one, and that will go with your other one. So just bend those over. So, okay, and we'll pop those 3 in there like that. So it will definitely fit. It probably fits all 9 cards in actually, because there's quite a lot of space there when you push those down. So it might, or it might fit 5 cards in. You'd have to have a look. Right, so what I'm doing is getting now the banner that goes round it. So we're going to put the banner on the box. So I'm just going to fasten it up. I forgot to bend these into place and tie. So I'll pop those and that into place in a moment. I've not bent it down as well because I've put my cards in. I just squeeze on the back edge, that's fine. And I've done it the wrong way round. You should do it so it's facing this way, so I will rectify that. But we're just going to pop these around so it's got all the fold lines look already done. So if you want to just bend those gently to go round, and then we're just going to pop that back on so that that's facing the front, and then we're going to peel off the back, just line it up, make sure you've got it accurate, and then just press down. Okay, so that will be the back, this will be the front. Remember, I've got my cards in the wrong way. So we've got that done, and then we're going to put glue dots onto our flower. So we'll just take this out, and then our leaves. Now I tend to use every scrap, so I would see that this has got some excess card left, and I would look to see whether any of the sentiments would print like would just for you, or anything print on there, and then I would cut it out so I wouldn't waste that. Okay, so it's showing you that I'm going to put my flower that way. I think that's the way I prefer it, and I need to put a glue dot on here, so I'm going to get a glue dot. Right, now I've just got a few left, so on here, so getting a glue dot, and I'm putting that on top of the leaf, and I'm going to put it on there and peel that off. I usually do this with Terran tape, so it works with glue dots. I tend to show everybody to do this with glue dots, so we can just pinch it to that, and it's on there now. And then I'll get some more glue dots now, so we'll use the original box ones now. And again, I'm going to get a glue dot on the top, put it on the top there. Oops, missed it. Put it on the top there, and take that backing off, and just see, I want that to come out the other side there like that. So now I can turn over and put some glue dots on the back. So it's showing you to put 3 glue dots, so and I'm going to put one on my leaf. I'm going to use a bit more than what they say, because I'm going to put one on my leaf just to hold it in position, and one there, and I might put one there, so I know my rose is going to be fine and in position. And do that and do that. Now, before I do any more, I forgot that I need to put my cord round, so I need to get this and put this around, and I need to tie a bow on the end. But before I tie the bow, I also need the little tag. So there's a little tag you get with it, and it's just got a little thing you need to pinch out there, and it's saying for you, so just need to, forgot about that one. Now, is that for you? That's best wishes, so take that off. What's that one? Is that one thank you? No, so we haven't used for you, so we need for you. There we go, that's the nice one there. So you could even do this as a Happy Mother's Day present, so you could perhaps use a bigger tag on it and give it to your mum. Now, if you bend your sentiment, just chuck it down, let it relax, and pick up that way, okay? And then that will straighten it. So again, I'm gonna come in with my ink and pick up for you. Just stamp it off. Yeah, that's perfect. And just put that. So which way? Yeah, that's right. That's the right way round. So I'm going to put that for you. Pick it off. Perfect. Okay. Move that right out of the way so it's not going to get in my things to ink everything up. And then I'm going to pop this. So bring this back into play now. Tie there, and I'm going to pop this on. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to tie a little bow. Actually, I want a little bit more, so I'm gonna just move it here this way, and then I will move that over into position when I've tied my bow. Okay, so now I can move my bow round, and I'm just going to cut that there and there. Okay, so make the bow a little bit smaller and adjust it, and then I can now pop my rose on. So I want my rose to go like that, in the middle like that. Just don't want it to come off the edge of the card box, and want it down so that the flower is equal on there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and just so that we've got a proper card showing so that it looks delightful, I'm going to pop that at the front of the box. Let's go back in, lift that up some way there, and pop that back in there. It's starting to come off that now, but I want to save it on, as I say, to keep the box lovely. So isn't that beautiful? I really do love this set, and the distinctive set is so gorgeous. I'm just going to have to show you one thing. Let's see, Calypso Coral. I think, I'm not 100% sure whether it is this colour or not. I think it might be Flirty Flamingo, but I think it has said something about Calypso Coral. Oh no, I've just wrecked my thing on the back. Just pop that. Is that my clip? Yeah, that's my Calypso Coral. Right, when you get a stamp pad, there are all these on the back, and you just put it facing you, and then this just slots on to the side like this, so you can see what colour at a glance it is. Okay, right, now I am going to repop this on here. Where is my other block? What's that? Oh, it's up here. Going to just clean up my stamp because I've got grey and I want to put it into something else. So I'm just going to get a dry chamois, but I've got some of my stamping mist, so just going to pop that on there, and just, I should have got really my stamping scrub out really. Just make sure, clean it up hopefully, and then just dry it off on the other side. And I'll just, oh, I'm going to have to get my stamping scrub out, it's no good. So I just don't want that going into my, see, that's the one that we clean it on, that's the one we dry it on. There, that's better. Okay, and then I'm going to get Calypso Coral. I'm doing it right way, yeah. Oh, that one's tight. Ooh, that's good news. If that's that tight, it should mean that it's going to give me a beautiful just got some strap photocopier. Oh, but isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Let's do another. There we go, so you can have it softer as well, but that I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. Now I've dyed my stamp, of course, but that, absolutely stunning. And let's just have a look at that in Flirty Flamingo. So I'll just clean it up on my stamping scrub before I go to another colour. Well, this will have dyed my stamp now, but it's going to get dyed anyway because it's going to get used. So let's have a look at Flirty Flamingo. I have a feeling that that is a rose. This is what, I'm not sure whether these are the colours. It will say either in the set or it will say online the colours that go with it. Oh yes, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. It's so, so pretty. That does look as though it might be stamped off. So it does look a similar colour to that. This is only on photocopy paper, so it doesn't stamp an image as brilliant as on our proper card, because our card is milled in a way to have your stamped images come out crisp, and I just fetch that very quickly. So I'll just clean up my my stamp. Set that there. So you will get, you can probably see very slightly, perhaps if I put it against the image, you will see that your stamps stain, but that is not detrimental at all to how they stamp. They just stain with your reds and your pinks and etc. So there's that it. That's it. So actually it's not stained too bad at the moment, but that will, particularly if you use red and pink. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't got a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator, and there will be a link back to my Facebook business page so that you can message me or use my shop. So thanks. Yes, Hannah, let's look at that. Tasteful touches. Tasteful, yeah. Yes. Tasteful Touches is also one of my favourite stamps. It's such a beautiful stamp. Let's do that in Flirty Flamingo as well. So let's get that. What did I do with the piece I was stamping on? Can't believe it. It's disappeared from face of earth again. Okay, now look, that and that together, stunning. Lovely. That would look nice on a card together. Yes, I might. I had got that in mind, to be honest. That and the one that's just retired, Forever and Always. Right, as I say, thank you very much for watching and taking part in my video today. I am thinking of running a competition to win some of the made up kit cards. So keep checking in to see what I do for the competition. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay well. Bye.